And you're back with us on Sons of Pitches. Happy Deepavali, guys. This is episode 55 of Sons of Pitches.
Coach, sub me in.
To where?
Yuhan's.
Oh, Izham's back.
Boy!
Izham's back for this week's podcast after a 3-week disappearance because he was too busy with.
Has it really been 3 weeks?
The Selangor Champions
Holy
League.
shit!
Yuhan this time around unfortunately couldn't make it because he's busy with work, but it's okay.
Holy shit! It's been 3 weeks.
Izham's back unfortunately, but we had a break last week because of the international break, to which we saw Iceland qualify.
Got games, man?
Iceland qualify, and at the expense of USA, Chile, and Dutch, Netherlands. That was unfortunate because apparently there were 3 champions that were, except for Netherlands, the 2 champions in Americas. Unfortunately, didn't make it, and it's a very poor circumstance for USA. I feel very hard done for USA. I'm not very sad for the Dutch
Sanchez
because fuck them. CK said their golden generation gone already, so fuck it.
Which is true.
Hey, you have a manager, right, who says that Sweden's not going to win 8-0.
Let's move on.
No, let's not go to international because we are back with the normal league proceedings as well as the Champions League. So we have the Premier League, we have the Bundesliga, the Serie A, and La Liga in no order. But let's start off with last week's derby, the first of all the derbies in the whole Europe. Manchester United versus Liverpool. CK,
What derby
take it
is
away.
that?
Was it predictable? This draw?
No, wait. Is this actually called a derby? I
Shut
know
up
it's
lah.
a match between rivals, but is it really called a derby?
Any match within a...
I wouldn't call it a derby either.
Okay, fine. This
Cup derby.
This match was probably not a derby because Mourinho came in and he said, we'll park the bus. That's
We
all.
always park the bus.
We'll always park the bus.
Against Liverpool in Anfield.
I mean, to be fair, he was coming in without Pogba and what was his
That's
name
true.
again?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He didn't have Pogba, he didn't have another key player.
Was it Rashford?
Yeah. No, it was...
Lingard. No, one of the midfielders.
the most important thing is Lukaku is in the
See,
defense pocket.
this is
all
how
the
much
time.
I don't care about United. I don't remember the players.
Anyways, the game as of Yuhan did the rundown because he wanted to.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Yuhan says that we have to give it to Liverpool. For
For United fan to say this.
For United fan to say this, they have to give to Liverpool. They were the better side of the game, and they could have been 2-0 up if it wasn't because of the fucking Spaniard by the name of David De Gea.
Hey man, they have performed
very well.
Okay, motherfucker is still
always,
limber.
always. That's why Real Madrid fix your fucking fax machine. This wouldn't have happened if you guys fixed your fax machine in the first place. Fuckers.
Context for people who don't understand the joke.
Context. 2 seasons ago, De Gea almost signed for Real Madrid. If only it wasn't because of the fax machine that broke down.
Yeah. So, coming into this game, Mourinho really knew that, this is either going to be a draw or we steal 3 points under Liverpool's nose.
Probably like at the last minute, they score 1 goal.
That was their whole goal, Come in with a draw mindset. Try to not let Liverpool score at all. That's the whole goal of their mind coming into Anfield. And they did that brilliantly, I would say.
Yeah, I think we have to give credit to Mourinho for being the brilliant tactician that he is. That I can really give because Klopp, despite having his tactics, he was going in sheer pace and attacking mindset. He just wanted to push and break the defense.
That's the thing though. I don't think you can use that against a team like United. A team like Arsenal, perhaps you can win.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
Because Arsenal makes more mistakes than United right now. But a team like United, who has a more solid backline, a backline that is also quite pacey, if you ask me, because they were able to keep up with Mane, they were able to keep up with Salah. And
Mane wasn't playing.
Oh, Mane, not Mane, sorry. Salah.
Firmino,
I
Salah.
was thinking about Salah.
But I think really credit has to be given to De Gea lah. He single-handedly saved the team
Multiple times.
multiple times, especially in the second half. And this game to me, it kind of showed the attacking solidarity that Liverpool had. The chemistry between the 4 attackers, if Mane is in, is clearly shown lah. You've got Coutinho, you've got Firmino, and also Salah, who is new into the squad, but he seemed to have
Egyptian
assimilated.
god.
Yeah, he single-handedly brought Egypt to the World Cup. Okay, so credit to that, he brought his form to Liverpool.
Which Egyptian god is he? Horus
Second, I don't know.
Suck it.
Okay, so other than that, you have to give credit to Herrera. So he played a part in this game as well.
Constantly an asshole
Yeah.
in the team. Yeah.
Constantly an asshole for all Liverpool fans in the butt. He was tracking Coutinho most of the time, dismantling plays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as
but to be
well.
fair, his tracking was amazing.
Amazing,
though. You
because-
can't deny it.
Because I was watching the
That's
half,
why you guys are salty about it.
I was actually watching the halftime show.
To the point of 60 minutes, then me and Henry stopped watching.
Yeah, because we just
We walked away.
knew we just knew that this match was going to be a draw, and Mourinho already got what he wanted. It was at that point already we were just like whatever lah.
Especially when Rashford and Lingard came in.
Yeah.
That's the point. I was like, fuck.
Lingard and Rashford are just
I
there
think
to
we
pick up
gotta lose.
the loose bits. Like, oh, there's any chance for them to score a goal, they will score a goal. Because Liverpool were already tired. But the best thing out of Liverpool was knowing Lovren and Matip, seeing Lukaku, it was an easy match for them.
Fair enough.
I said
because-
it before the match even started.
Because Lukaku will always be in the pocket of Lovren and Matip. It's more of a track record lah. Honestly speaking,
It's been like that since
even when he was in Everton,
Yeah.
he always had a problem with Lovren and Matip because Lukaku plays. He's not a creative player, okay?
No.
But he's a strong player. He's a big player. And that's actually his disadvantage going against big defenders. Like if you play him against probably Mertesacker, he will probably have a problem. If you think about it,
Yeah, I was just about to say that maybe Arsenal would have a good time against Lukaku.
Yeah. So if Mourinho was smarter, I mean, apart from this, Mourinho was a genius in this game.
If Mourinho was smarter, he'd park the bus at Emirates.
Correct. And we're moving on to Arsenal because it was a very good segue. We're moving on
Fuck
to Watford
off!
versus Arsenal. Watford beating Arsenal 2-1. This is the other London club that
Fuck off!
the other London club was from the west. It was
That
Crystal
nobody
Palace.
mentions about.
Yeah, nobody cares because even though Hodgson won his first game under very stupid circumstances.
Arsenal didn't play last weekend.
Anyways,
I think I was only brought back to be
Shut the
made
fuck up!
fun of.
Right.
Fuck.
Now, this game, right? I have to say that Watford were the better team, and they thoroughly deserve to win. It's having that big team mentality that is causing Arsenal to drop. No.
Is it?
Think about
Continue.
it. Think
I'm
about
not
it
saying
this way.
anything yet. I'm gonna let you say what you want
no,
to say.
I'm actually vibing with Johan in this sense because the big clubs, right, the top 6 clubs, have this complacency when it comes to going against smaller teams, which is why the English Premier League is starting to become more interesting because anything can happen. At any moment, you feel like whatever lah, can win one lah this game. Suddenly, right, the league will just say no, you're not going to win this game, and this is what happened. Arsenal showed extremely good form in the first half,
Right.
leading up to the goal. Very well done. But who the fuck? Why did Marco Silva decide that Cleverley was the best person to mark per Mertesacker?
It happens.
What?
You need to do what you have to do
Like
sometimes.
Marco was like,
It wasn't a cleverly done tactic.
like it's like shut the fuck up. like you're just standing there like
Hello, small midget man.
Mertesacker tall. He's tall.
You tried to push him down.
Tom. Mark him. Tom, go. Tom.
Okay. You know what? I gotta agree with you, but only up to the last half an hour of the game because
Okay.
Arsenal only became complacent in that last half an hour.
Yes,
That's
correct,
where
correct.
Watford came in and attacked them.
But is it more of being tired, or was it actually being
Nah,
complacent?
all those players are what's it called? Game fit. It's not about them being tired. It's just the mentality of them thinking, oh, we can slow down the pace of the game. Then they're like, oh shit, Watford hasn't slowed down yet. Oh, we fucked up. Oh shit, everything's going to hell now. We're panicking. Oh, I need to pick my nose. Oh no, another goal. Fuck.
Is that all how Arsenal fans react to it?
Oh,
The Arsenal fan TV only, Arsenal fan
this
TV
is
only.
me now.
This is you,
This is the
exactly.
Izham that's
This is-
been gone
this is the
for
Arsenal-
almost a month on this podcast.
This is the Arsenal fan. This is the Arsenal fan TV. Izham.
Oh no, that's an insult.
I wouldn't say-
Henry, take that back.
He's
Henry.
talking to Robbie right now. He's not talking to us.
I'm channeling my inner Robbie. No, this is me after talking to Muzamil from Semuanya Bola and also Carl from Panabola Sepak. Okay, we gotta agree. Arsenal was the superior team in the first half. Only in the first half. In the second half, they just became complacent. They slowed down the pace of the game, and that's what cost them the game. They weren't hungry enough for anything else.
I think it's a question of what do you think? Hunger?
I think it's the other side. I think Watford is the one that stepped up.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. I agree.
After the penalty call,
Which
the
wasn't
call-
supposed to be a penalty, by the way.
It was a very
wasn't-
soft penalty to give away.
Yes, exactly.
Very soft.
We were fucked again in the
I mean, the
ass.
penalty actually changed the whole game. I feel it's already 1-1, and it can be anybody's game now. It's still everybody's game to play
Yeah,
for.
but I think the momentum shift in
Yeah.
which how the home crowd reacted to that boosted Watford a lot.
Yeah,
But
correct.
it was, I wouldn't say it was bad for Arsenal to play. I mean, like, towards the end of the game, it was 90th minute where Cleverly scored the last goal that ended
Yeah.
the match.
Yeah, 92nd minute.
I think
Very
Arsenal,
cleverly taken.
I wouldn't say they are complacent. I would say that they were playing football, that's all. I mean, like, they're not trying to win. Arsenal was not trying to win, whereas Watford trying to steal something out of.
Buki.
I'm not calling it bookie.
Wait,
lah.
let's go back to the
But-
point.
Speaking about bookie game, Chelsea.
I think I have to agree with CK on that.
I mean, like,
I
if-
really do.
it's not Arsenal being complacent. It's just the game at the moment of time is very high pressure, right? And Watford had nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's true.
I still
Watford
say
had
the
nothing to
highest
lose.
pressure was in Xhaka's nose when he was picking his.
I mean, Arsenal, Xhaka even shot quite a few shots
Yeah.
in front of the goal.
Fair enough.
Could have been, 3-0 up for Arsenal in the first half, but the game score was different, right? If they were 3-0 up in the game, Watford would have been,
Here's the thing, though.
Probably would have not done
already.
anything.
I don't
yeah.
think Arsenal's track record against Watford has ever been that good.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a
Watford
bookie
is
team now. It's-
literally Arsenal's new Blackburn Rovers.
Ooh, wow. Anyways, that is the end of Premier League set. Other scores include Manchester City trashing Stoke City 7-2.
Shout out to Chelsea, bitches!
Chelsea losing 2-1.
Shout out Roy.
And,
Roy!
and Tottenham, congratulations, Roy Hodgson, on winning your first game. And also Spurs breaking that Wembley curse, winning at home against Bournemouth. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the French League 1. This is the start of the trend of 3-2s. Okay, there's two games that we covered. There's 3-2. And this was the first game. Lyon versus Monaco 3-2. This game was interesting to me, at least, because of the fact of how both the teams are set up. Lyon lost key players. Okay, Lyon lost Lacazette this season. And they don't have Hero.
Oh, okay, lost this
Yeah.
and they sold them off. Yeah.
Yeah. So the motivation there hanging in the balance, because even if they win the league, they can't play in the Champions League nor the Europa League. So even if they're in any good position, they don't care. They can't do anything. So I think this season, Lyon are going to go with the mindset of, if there's a chance for me to fuck up the title for someone,
Let's fuck
I will
it
do
up.
that. I will do
Let's
that.
fuck it up.
Because we have nothing to lose. We just play our game in the league for 2 years. After this, we need to find out next. On the other hand, Monaco is another team that lost a lot of their key players, and it really showed in this game. Nabil Fekir's goals, the winning goal, undeniably, that was something that even the best keeper couldn't save. Even the hair couldn't save this one. He might actually. but in all honesty, that goal was a very good goal by Fekir. But let's just dissect the match a bit. Lyon had no attacking firepower.
Right.
Okay, Lyon had no more attacking firepower. Monaco still had attacking firepower because they still had Falcao, even though he was on a break this time. They had Ronnie Lopez, who scored the goal, and they had Keita Balde, who was in midfield.
I don't think Monaco's...
Thomas Lemar.
Yeah,
who's
I
still
know.
there.
I don't think Monaco's problem in firepower is as bad as Lyon's right now. There was
Yeah.
no excuse for them to lose this game.
They had an excuse. The defense was terrible.
Defense is terrible for every other league.
Yes, that's correct. Imagine Stoke.
But because
Exactly.
But look, Lyon's goal that was scored by Mariano Diaz was poor defense because the ball was squared in, and he just poked the ball into the back of the net.
Fair.
Same fashion in the second goal, which Fekir scored. the two centre backs just couldn't communicate with each other. When Fekir scored that goal, they just looked at each other on the floor like, what the fuck? I was going for the ball. I said, no, I was going for the ball. So you could see that problem here.
So it became a dumb and dumber thing.
Yeah.
At the back.
Fun thing about this game is all the goals were scored in the last 10 minutes of the game.
Oh shit!
Okay, these goals were scored. These five
All
goals.
5 goals were scored.
were scored in the last 10 minutes of the game.
Motherfucker.
I was watching the highlights and I was wondering, why is this game so short? Like, why is the highlight so short? Then I look at the match report. I was like, oh. They scored in the 80th minute. The 94th minute, 95th minute was the time they scored the goal.
Huh.
Yeah, that's about it lah for the French league, because I'm just about to address the fact that this match was something that neutrals would savor because not the first half and the second half lah, but it was more of the how intense it was at the end to get a winning goal from the last kick.
But with that, it actually puts Lyon in the 6th place.
Correct, and Monaco is languishing, right? They kind of dropped off somewhere, right?
I can't even find Monaco. Where's Monaco?
In Champions League.
Monaco is in second place.
In Champions League.
Okay, there they are.
Yeah, Monaco is still fine with second place.
Yeah, but this kind of fucks up Monaco's chances against PSG right now.
well, I mean,
Sure, it doesn't fuck it up fully, but
Yes.
these are 3 points that they might severely miss because PSG is at 25 points at the moment with 9 games played, and Monaco being behind them at 19 points with 9 games played.
that's how many points gap? 6? 9?
6. Yeah. Your initial maths was correct. That's a 6-point gap.
That's a 6-point gap. Yeah, sorry.
Did you doubt it yourself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's move on from the French league to the Italian Serie A, where we saw the San Siro derby getting the spark again, and also
What derby?
San Siro.
It was a boring game.
Yeah, it was. It was actually a boring game.
No
but,
offense,
but
but the game was nothing compared to all your Milan derbies from years past.
you have to say this. But in terms of in paper, let's talk about in paper for this game. One team had a revival last season, which was Inter Milan.
Uh-huh.
Okay, they were on a revival.
Right.
And the other team is currently going through a stuttering revival with money. AC Milan has money. They got the players that they wanted,
Right.
but their players are not gelling together. And this was very key to Candreva's hat-trick because Bonucci couldn't command his defense. It was really the fact that Bonucci couldn't command his defense in
I
this
think
game.
it's not your typical revival. It's like those electric shocking things that
Yeah.
the doctors use. Yeah,
The
that's what
defibrillators.
they're defibrillators. Yeah, that's what Milan is trying to do. But right now they're just like on their deathbed, just flailing around.
Since this was a boring game, let's just give a little bit of a fun fact because the Italian Premier League is very interesting. It's not only the Milan clubs that are actually sharing clubs. Genoa and Sampdoria, Roma and Lazio, and also Chievo and Hellas Verona share the same stadiums. So
All of them together.
all of them
or-
together. No, they don't share the same San Siro
just
stadium. Like
every two of them.
Every two of them
Oh, shit.
share the same stadium. Lazio and Roma are in Stadio Olimpico, and the other two, well, I didn't do my research on that.
No worries,
but
no
but they did.
Close enough, but they do share a stadium.
They do
We'll
share-
tell you guys about that more.
And this, I think, in terms of economic wise, right, it's so easy for them to bring in the fans.
I kind of
to
think
the
it's a
stadium.
very smart thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I think this is economically very smart of the Italian squads.
we're talking
to-
about a
to
league
play.
that is currently in a very bad situation economic-wise. And I'm more surprised that Napoli is first right now.
Yeah, and it's also because of the fact that we're going on to the next game, Juventus versus Lazio. This is Juventus' second consecutive loss to Lazio this season. They lost in the Supercoppa.
Shout out to Johan that Higuain missed. Lol.
Lol.
Okay.
Lol.
This game was, I think, again
Unfortunate.
last week we talked about how people are calling out Juventus already. People know how Juventus play, and it's basically that Lazio called out how Juventus played, and because of that, they put in and they know for a fact, right, that the centre backs without Bonucci commanding the centre back in defence, they can't do anything. So they put in Ciro Immobile, who is their target man.
Right.
Yeah, I've already made this, but I'm not going to make it.
So in this game, just a bit of in terms of chances, both teams were level. Lazio at 5 and Juve at 6, of which Juve's shots on target were just 1.
That's sad.
Yeah,
That's
Juve's shot on target was just 1, and as Johan pointed out over here, it's a matter of complacency by Juventus.
Right.
And I think this one, we can all agree that it was a matter of complacency. Because Juventus has been winning the season for 4 seasons in a row. They probably think that the fifth is in the bag already.
If you think about it, why would Juventus actually think that anyone would be able to, bring a challenge to them? There's no challenge so far, and this season, legit, none of us actually expected it. A lot of the Italian teams are giving them a challenge, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, and this thing is all down to Immobile being the fox in the box as well. The 2 goals that he scored were actually he knew when to beat the offside trap. This is what you get from an experienced striker. He knows how to pick the best defenses, and that was the key to the game basically. And keep in mind that this Lazio side was a very mediocre side.
Obviously.
And
it's not really that strong of a Lazio side.
it's not a strong Lazio side, but Juventus were just very.
They got fucked.
Yeah, they got fucked lah. Shout out to Lucas and Alberto for winning the game against me. I miss you guys so much because you guys were playing.
Hey,
And
dude, you think about it. They won't be performing like that if they were still in Liverpool.
Right.
and the last kick of the game, at the very last kick of the game, Juve actually had a chance to secure at least 1 point, but Dybala missed. It was a save. It was a save, and that was the last kick of the game. The penalty call was on the 93rd minute. The penalty was taken at the 96th minute. So yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Lucas got a yellow card because he was fighting with one of the Juve players.
The Lucas yellow card. We were watching it. It was so stupid.
It was a silly yellow card to give away. But unlucky. Juve unlucky. And it was a very smart move from Max Allegri to put in to put in Douglas Costa, because Dybala is clearly losing some confidence with his form of late. Dybala is going through a dry spell, which is a problem for Juve as well, because Dybala is one of their key strikers. Yes, they have Bernardeschi. Yes, they have Douglas Costa.
But then how long can you rely on the same
Correct.
amount of people this is what, their 5th year in a row?
Yeah,
Relying on them?
and Higuain is just basically a gone case really. It's just about time that he leaves.
They are getting older.
Yes.
You can't do anything about that.
But Dybala is 23 only, yeah?
I'm talking about the rest.
Okay, fair enough.
Higuain and the rest.
But Bernardeschi is still young. I would expect Allegri to buck up in terms of his attacks by dropping Dybala. I would believe that the next step for Allegri will be dropping Dybala into the bench, starting either Douglas Costa or Franco Bernardeschi.
Basically doing something like what Level Up did during SCL.
Correct.
Preview!
Tease to the SCL
bitches.
game. Drop Dybala, have him think about how to play. See from the bench first, then come back stronger.
Interesting.
Okay, let's move on from the Italian league to the German Bundesliga, where Leipzig finally won the game against Borussia Dortmund.
And we thought Dortmund was going to win this
Yeah, and
game.
we thought I really thought
kinda
Dortmund
lost
was
a bit
going to
of
win
respect to Aubameyang in this game.
because he won the penalty. Anyways, let's just talk about the match. This game.
You shouldn't have done that. But okay,
This game was another 3-2 game.
But okay, this wasn't them coming back from 2-0 to 3-2. It was more of a
3-1.
score each side. And then, Leipzig got to 3-1.
3-1,
And Dortmund got,
The penalty.
Yeah.
Dortmund got the penalty.
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so, fun fact. This is legit Dortmund's 41st game at home, 41 game at home unbeaten streak broken.
41 games unbeaten.
At home.
Home.
Damn.
Broken by Leipzig, of all people.
Man.
But yeah,
I'm surprised that the Dortmund fans are more accommodating to the Leipzig fans after what happened last season.
I mean, do they really want to repeat of that again? Yeah, but okay. To look a bit more into how Leipzig was playing, they were playing a very versatile 4-4-2, 4-2-2-2 kind of.
Which is what we usually see in Leipzig side. It's like 4-2-2.
Yeah, no. It's a weird way for Bosch to play, but it's very interesting to see that shit.
Hasenhuttl.
Hasenhuttl.
Yeah, 4-4-2 is like 4-4-2-2-2.
Bosch didn't play a 4-4-2. It was Leipzig who played a 4-4-2.
Yeah, my bad.
Hasenhuttl.
But looking at it this way, Dortmund, what they were trying to do was they were trying to bypass the defense by playing it long to Toljan on the right or Zagudo on the left. Unfortunately for them, though, many occasions they were forced to play it back as Leipzig's pressing game was just amazing to watch in this game in general. Leipzig is a team that literally stands up to Dortmund in terms of both pace and their
Attacking prowess.
attacking powers. Yeah,
I think no. But in terms of attacking wise, right, I feel that this game was very level because of the fact that both teams are attacking sides.
I agree to a certain extent, but again, Dortmund has a more, how do you say, we would expect Dortmund's attacking side to be a bit more creative, but unfortunately, this was a show of really good defensive play from Leipzig. No, I wouldn't say
Not
really
very good though.
but
The first
it's
goal was
good
stupid.
Yeah, it was. But
Ilsanker gave
it was
away
good to
very
a point
cheap
where
ball.
they actually were able to cut out a lot of Dortmund's attacks.
Okay, yeah. Towards
Not
as-
defensive play. Really good midfield play.
Yeah, as the game progressed, their midfield, they focused a lot on the midfield. They lost a lot. Dortmund lost a lot of the balls in the midfield, which was what
Pretty much.
caused
Right.
the push up.
Yeah.
And you have to remember, Leipzig has Naby Keita, John Kevin Augustine, Marcel Sabitzer. These guys are all the PC players in front,
And they're not just pacey, they have the body to back them up.
correct. And the Sabitzer scored the equalizing goal first.
Oh god, that equalizing goal was
Yeah.
such a good run by what's his name?
Poor run from Burki though. He should have
the
stayed
Burki
in the
shouldn't
box
have
instead
done
of,
that.
instead of committing to the shot. It could have easily been a penalty as well if Sabitzer missed the ball. Because it was dangerous play.
This game is also another reason why I don't think the German league should be playing around with the VAR a lot right now.
Yeah.
Too much.
At this game, I think we highlight a lot of the match, yes, but we also need to highlight the fact that in the past 10 weeks that the league has been going on, the over-dependence of the video-assisted referees has been very evident. I think I was calling this out about a month ago already, when every single highlight or every single game that I watched in the German league will always have to stop for the video-assistant referees. Every single decision that was that was slightly questionable, was constantly like you would see in the game. Every time a player drops on the penalty box, instantly the referee's hand goes to his ears because he's listening to the VAR, asking him, is that a call for penalty or not?
Yeah, that's the thing. This over dependency is really, I think it's a turn off for me.
And which is why you lost respect for Aubameyang as well, because that goal that he scored, the
It was
penalty.
a really soft penalty.
The
It's
penalty
the
was
same
a-
thing that we saw in the Watford Arsenal game.
Yeah, it was a very soft penalty. I think in this situation, you wouldn't have, sometimes you wouldn't even call it, or sometimes you would have this you will have these teams or referees who just brush off and say, play on,
Yeah.
play on. And that actually kind of brings in the drama to the game, because if it's, imagine if it's late. Now, this was scored in the 60th minute, yes. You would have asked the question, you would have backed the question, why didn't Dortmund try to at least score the equalizing goal in the last 30 minutes? But I think you have to give credit to Leipzig, because they focus their play on midfield, because they know
Right.
their defender is gone. Okay, and they had the advantage when Socrates was sent off first. Okay, they tapped into that already. And when Ilsanker was sent off, he was actually basically
Ilsanker was stupid.
He was
Okay, that was stupid. He shouldn't have
dragged him
gotten
down.
that second yellow card. It
Yeah.
was idiotic.
I think Ilsanker was basically like a liability to the squad in the game as well.
Dia tak sangka dia dapat.
Dia sucker.
So in this game, a lot of things to highlight was the fact that Dortmund did not push up. Credit to Leipzig for playing the midfield, because they knew they had players who can play in the midfield.
It's also credit to Leipzig for being able to cut off all of Dortmund's attack.
True midfield.
Here's the thing. Possession wise, 66.1% to Dortmund.
This feels like Liverpool against Burnley.
Don't say it, don't say it,
66.1% to
don't say it.
Dortmund. Dortmund's total shots on goal, 15. How
Don't
many
say it.
on target? 8.
Don't say it. We got a draw.
And how many shots were from Leipzig? 7 shots?
7 shots, 6 on target.
What the fuck, man? So that's, I mean, like, the Bundesliga needs to curb this
It's a Timo
over-dependency
Werner boys.
on the VAR as well, because I have a very bad feeling if they keep on doing this, they're going to
ruin the game.
It's going to ruin the games in the German Bundesliga, because every game will be depending on.
Physical.
Correct.
Go inside the box.
VAR.
It's like, can you imagine how cheap penalties are given now because of the fact that the VAR is there? But if you can take a look at how the Italians
Use it.
use it, I think the German needs to take an example from the Italian
The
league, how they
referees just
depend
need
on
to
the VAR.
take a step back and chill out with the overusage of VAR.
Correct.
Trust yourself from time to time.
Correct.
Believe in yourself.
I think yeah, I agree with you on that. The German referees need to stop depending on the VAR, stop going to the earpiece every time a player falls on the ground.
Exactly.
So let's move on from the I forgot that we had the Champions League talks at this, which is why we dissected this a bit longer.
Not important.
We had the European Champions League, okay, not the Summer Champions League, the UEFA Champions League resumed this week.
Hey, we're talking about
as
two
the-
Champions Leagues.
At the point of recording, we are only able to pick up on the first game day of this week's Champions League
games
of this
because
week's
we're
games.
not going to be able to record any other day of the week
Yes,
this week.
yes. And the game that we are going to bring up is Real Madrid versus Tottenham Hotspur. This game,
We actually call it to be a very interesting matchup.
yes,
Because Tottenham is performing really well in the Champions League right now as compared to the last few years.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
probably be out of the group already. But they're going against Real Madrid.
and
right?
Dortmund
Yeah.
and Borussia Dortmund.
In the same group. So for Tottenham to perform, I mean the scoreline, do they give justice to Tottenham? I feel it's pretty okay.
I think they would have won the game 1-0
if
Aurier
yeah.
didn't slide down like that.
The penalty.
If Aurier actually was the one that gave the cross that caused
Yeah.
Varane's own goal. But this game, right, was a very, in all British clubs in the Champions League, in the European scene right now, Spurs gives me that sense of like there's a breath of fresh air.
and completely.
And it's compared to all the teams who has been depending on, I mean, except Liverpool, who has been depending on money to come in.
Right.
Spurs have been in here for the past 2-3 seasons based on merit.
What do you mean except Liverpool?
Because Liverpool have, I mean,
Use
it's,
money.
You guys just
no,
spend money on oxygen.
no, listen. What I
Buy
mean,
a useless player, no, it doesn't count.
hey, squad, fucker. Okay. Anyways, what I was
With Slovena's number
trying to
one
bring-
team.
what I was trying to bring in was that how do I say this? Spurs came in by merit. Okay, they used money, yes, but that was a long time ago. This is a result of
Oh,
their investment. Okay,
Right.
and this is a long-term investment kind of thing. Whereas you got teams like United right now, you got teams like City right now, who are going on the basis of short-term investments. Okay, every season you see a different player performing in the Champions League for them. Except for United last season because they didn't go through the
Okay, to be fair
the
though,
what?
I mean,
Short-term investment.
United's short-term investments
mean, gonna
aren't
leaks.
as okay. It's large in terms of amount, but in terms of the amount of players coming in, is not as big as like the pool of players coming in and out of United City, or
yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm not backing up United. Actually, I'm backing up United right now. Okay, so I'm actually backing them up a little bit here, a little bit. You have to give props where credits are due. Credits where credit is due. Rashford, Lingard, even what's his name? Who's that fucker that keeps on getting bigger and faster? Valencia.
Oh, I thought Lukaku getting fatter and faster.
No, but again, those three players, you cannot deny that for United, they've been very integral in terms of the attack. And they're not exactly players that United have been buying. They are players that have either been there for quite a while or they've been newly promoted from the academy.
Now back into the game again, yeah. Just a bit of a touch up again. This game was actually dominated by Spurs.
Madrid first.
Madrid first. Then Spurs turned up the attack. And I tell you guys, this game was a matter of both strikers not being able to finish clinically. Okay, both strike force not being able to finish clinically, and Pochettino's decision to put 4 men at the back with Vertonghen and Alderweireld in center defense. That was the game that broke the three-man strike force of Madrid. And it didn't help for the fact that Lloris was on fire in this game. I mean, he saved a point-blank shot from Karim Benzema. How many keepers in the world can save that shot, you tell me?
3.
De Gea.
De Gea, Neuer,
And Lloris.
probably Pepe Reina.
No. Wow, okay.
Pepe Reina 8 years ago probably. Yes.
Yeah, that one I
Pepe
agree.
Reina 8 years ago.
Not the
probably.
current Pepe Reina.
Not the current Pepe Reina. But this game, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the second half was really dominated by Spurs.
Yeah.
Eriksen tried, Kane kept on shooting, and Madrid just like,
Well, I know a certain someone who'd be super happy about this game, but we can't talk about him here.
Okay, but CK, you have any points in this game you want to add on? In terms
Any-
of how, yeah.
Good luck to Tottenham lah, all the way. Try to bring all five Liverpool clubs, but five English clubs
English
into
clubs
the
into the
knockout
knockout
stages
stages,
would
yeah.
be nice to see.
Yes.
Because all the time there are only like 2, 3. Now it's like we have 5 inside the Champions League.
This one is a quite interesting campaign for.
I mean, all the time, the only thing we see is Arsenal going up to the knockout stages and getting
Sorry,
knocked out.
Sorry, I'm an English football fan here, so bear with me.
Yeah,
I thought you were a Holland football fan.
yeah, but
I mean, like country-wise, yes.
Okay, moving on. Actually, just a bit of a touch to this. Pochettino's tactical brilliance was just basically the 4-man defense
Yep,
against the 3-1.
pretty much.
Just to wrap that up.
And four-man defense that could actually handle the 3 attackers from Madrid.
Yeah, and it's the same thing for Dortmund as well, which they won 3-1.
Yeah.
So next game is going to be against, I think, if I'm not wrong, have they played Apoel?
I think they have.
I think they've already played Apoel, right? So
Yes.
they've won that game. So Spurs right now are at the top, if I'm not wrong, because they won all the 3 matches.
Good
Both
for them.
Madrid and Tottenham are on top.
Yeah, both
Good
yes,
for
both Madrid
Spurs.
and Tottenham are level on points. And right now, let's move on to the other champion. Sorry.
The local champions.
No,
League.
not yet, not yet, not yet. Just other scores. Other
other
scores of the Champions League. Manchester City beat Napoli 2-1, which is a very intense game. Sterling scored a goal as well. Liverpool beat Maribor 7-0.
Don't care. Just
Don't
move
care.
on.
But Spartak Moscow beat Sevilla
Sevilla,
5-1. And this game was very painful to watch for a Sevilla fan.
Hey,
Because the-
Sevilla, we'll see you back in the Europa League.
Because everyone is asking, how the fuck did Sevilla lose to Spartak Moscow?
I mean, at least a draw would be okay.
Yes.
But, you know,
But the defense-
5-1 loss.
But the defense really didn't show up in this game. They were caught
think
ball
it's
watching
just-
every single
Yeah,
goal.
it's pretty much Sevilla's defense crumbling.
Yeah, it crumbled. It really crumbled. So that was about it for the Champions League for this game day. And we move on to the Selangor Champions League, which I was very lucky to catch at least 2 matches for the past 2 weeks.
Damn, you gave
0 for
really
me.
good match. Hey, CK, you really need to come for one of the matches these days.
Yes, I
They've been
should.
pretty fun to watch, honestly, overall. But I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna wrap up match week 4 and 5 for you guys right now. So at the end of match week 4, we actually saw Antlers going up to the first spot, yeah, from the bottom 3.
Huh? First?
First.
What the fuck?
First. They are first in the Group B table right now. Shah Alam Antlers, yeah?
Oh,
Wow, you're at a loss for words.
I
You never expected that,
No,
did you?
no.
None of us did, not even the organizers. Because
Not even I did.
you haven't been watching. But yeah, they got up to a 5-1 win against Terrapins.
now
A 5-1 win against last year's defending champions.
Yes,
who are unfortunately still at 0 points.
yes, they're at the bottom of the table. But I think one thing we have to note here is that they have lost a lot of their key players from last season's winning campaign.
Pretty much, yeah.
So for people who are very surprised with their form, don't be.
Yeah, but
it's
to be
the
fair-
nature of football. It's the nature of football.
Yeah, but
it
to be
happens.
fair to them though, they've been performing quite well. Even yesterday's game, despite them losing.
It was very unfortunate. I think.
Yeah, I think it was an unfortunate game for them to lose, but I still say that despite that, it's not like they were the worst team to play. Yesterday they lost 2-1 against Proton.
2-1, yeah.
Against a team who literally knows only how to park a bus.
Yeah, and they are the only team right now to score only 2 goals but still lose the match.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
But here's the thing for Terrapins though. Despite them being at 0 points right now, I will still say that the Group B table is still quite open. Because difference between last place and first place right now is only 7 points.
Oh, so you only need to
7
win another
points.
3 games
Okay,
to actually.
7 points. Terrapins has 4 more games in hand.
Yes, 4 more games in hand.
4 more games in hand.
If
So-
they win all their 4 games, they might actually stand a chance to go through the knockout stages.
Pretty much, because even teams like Empire Bangi, who have only played 3 times, have 6 points in hand. So it's still an open table, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's very interesting to note that the Group B table is one of the toughest groups. I think it is
It is called the group of death.
It is
Yeah.
the group of death. And it's very interesting because anything can happen in that group. Over on Group A, however, each team is working well on their own. Like they are doing well. They're doing well in their own group, their own pool of teams.
I would say Group A, there's two people who we can clearly see is going to qualify without much of a problem, unless they fuck up each and every one of their games after this. Ultimate FC from Kajang, they have won
points.
all their games so far. 4 games out of 4.
Oh, 4 games.
They are top of the table with 12 points. Southern, a team that we enjoy watching since last year, they have only lost 1 game so far. They won the game that we saw last night. They won it 1-0 if I'm not mistaken.
They won 1-0 against Puchong Fueza, unfortunately.
Yeah, a very heated game if you ask me.
Yeah, it was a very heated game.
Also
there was
because
a
of
red card.
the Puchong people, Puchong Kia.
Hey, you're Puchong now, shut up.
Oh yeah, we can Puchong now. But yeah, anyways,
You answer Puchong, you answer Puchong.
no, CK, if you were there last night, you would
Right.
You would totally relate to me.
Yeah, you would agree because
You would
they were
agree with
screaming
me.
like Yuhan.
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
Okay.
They were.
So, but basically, Southern is very comfortable up there with 9 points, and everyone else is literally at 6, 5, 4, and 3.
Oh, but at least all of them got points, right?
Yeah. So I would still say the places to look out for in this group A, would be your third and fourth placing, because I think 1, 2 is all but over.
We have Chondo FC as well. PJ Level Up. They are both on third and fourth right now.
Level up. I'm actually very happy for them.
Yes.
They finally got that second win they've been looking for.
They lost their 2 games.
They have lost.
Both
They've
their-
won 1 game, lost 3 games.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so they played 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so-
lost 1, lost 3, won 1, and this is their second win.
Yeah, they lost consecutively, right?
Yeah, but going back to the point that we talked about earlier, they were going into this game yesterday with all of their key players up front missing. Except for
Yusuke
lah.
Takuma.
Yusuke, we didn't even look at him as a
Key player, yeah. Until this game
Pretty
against
much.
Chondo.
And I would say that without those key players, they're actually still very creative in their attack. And that's how they won the game 1-0. Despite it being a very low score margin, it's still a win.
I was watching the highlights as well. There were a lot of chances from Level Up.
I made the highlights, by the way.
Thank you. Okay. I think there were a lot of chances from Level Up. It could only go better or worse from there, I guess.
I don't know. This is basically the same thing you said with, was it Lyon just now or was it Monaco? Dybala. No, Juventus, yeah. So it's basically the same thing. If they actually look back at this and see that they're performing better without their star players like Tariq, like Mahadevan, then I would say that
Drop them up for a while.
drop them for a while, see how the team performs. If they're performing far better, then only use them as super subs.
Fair enough. And at this point of recording, we are in game week 5. We have another 3 more weeks actually.
We have another
3 to 4 more weeks of the
4 more weeks.
The Selangor
4
Champions
more
League group
weeks.
stage.
There's 9 weeks in total.
Yeah, so another 4 more weeks of Selangor Champions League action
Pretty
for the
much.
group stages, and then we are going on to the quarterfinal stages already, and that will be very interesting.
Finals. Yeah, the knockout stages. Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, they're still going to be played at Matsushita all the way up till the semi-finals.
Semi-finals.
Finals, on the other hand,
don't
there
know
might
yet.
be an announcement.
Yeah, there might be
For
an
all we
announcement.
know, for all we know.
For all
You
we know.
heard it here first.
Yeah. So we don't have any promises, but we will keep you updated as we go.
Yeah, pretty much.
But stay tuned. Watch the live stream in Blue Black Arena. There are some
Okay,
very
there's
good games.
Blue Black live streams are usually on the first day and the last days. The Selangor
Selangor
TV is usually on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. So,
So,
just
yeah.
keep your eyes out on them. Just check it every now and then. Check the Football Selangor social media pages, and that's how you get your updates.
And interesting matches to come.
Yeah,
guys.
pretty much.
Or if you guys want to watch it online, you can drop by Matsushita Stadium in Shah Alam, Section 21. Come and watch the game. Experience social football for once and see how different it is.
I mean, if you guys are tired of like normal football, that's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do anyways.
Yeah. Now we move on to the end of the podcast, and unfortunately, even though this is a very festive period, we have to unfortunately drop the tone down a bit because of a loss of a life in the past week. Choirul Huda, who was the legend for his local club, Persela Lamongan. He unfortunately, goalkeeper and captain of Persela Lamongan, he unfortunately passed away after a collision with his teammate during a league match. The game was won 2-0, but unfortunately he lost his life. So before we end the match, thank you guys for listening. But the footballing world mourns with you guys in Indonesia. Choirul Huda and his family, our thoughts are with you. And to end the podcast, we will have 1 minute silence for Choi Huda. So tune in next week for the next podcast, guys. Till then, loads of balls.